Two and a Half Men is a horrible show. Have you seen it? It's really just terrible. Apparently it's still on, which I cannot believe. Charlie Sheen is long gone. They have Ashton Kutcher now. And I guess the Half Men, the kid, he's off the show entirely. Angus T. Jones, he left the show after ranting against the show and calling it filth. We've got a little video of him telling people not to watch in the first place.
Jake from Two and a Half Men means nothing. He is not an existent character. He's Two and a Half Men. If you watch Two and a Half Men, please stop watching Two and a Half Men. I'm on Two and a Half Men. I don't want to be on it. Please stop watching it.
Aw, poor kid. He made millions and now he realizes it's filth, doesn't want you to watch anymore. But now look at him. It looks like he's turned into someone from Duck Dynasty.
And that was making light of topics in our world that are really problems for a lot of people. And I was a paid hypocrite because I wasn't okay with it, but I was still doing it.
So he left, but in hindsight, he says he could have approached it differently.
You know, that's his baby. And I just, just totally insulted his baby. And to a certain, to that degree, I am apologetic, but otherwise, I'm not. I don't regret saying what I said.
The he's talking about there is Chuck Lorre, who is the creator and executive producer of Two and a Half Men. I think this story is kind of fascinating because first off, this show is still on the air.
Right.
Two and a Half Men, one of the men left, now the half kid left. I mean, I don't know what's going on with all that. What do you make of this? Like that he's trying.
Is he on Rumspringa? He looks like
he needs a shower.
Yeah, like he's going half crazy. Like how do you sit there and take all that money? I bet he didn't give it back. Did he give the money back?
And that's the crux of it. It's like, are you giving the money back?
Yeah, like don't sit there and talk about the hand that fed you for however many years.
Buy a razor.
Right. Exactly. Like get a Gillette. Like don't give the money back.
But not only give the money back, obviously he's still getting residuals. So it's not
absolutely.
just that he got a chunk of this money 5 years ago. He's going to probably for the rest of his life.
And I bet in his mind, he's like, I'm going to use that money to spread the word. So I'm shifting the use of this bad thing that I did, and I'm not going to use the money for whatever frivolous thing. I'm going to use it to spread my new message. So I'm actually using Chuck Lorre's money for good.
Right, but wait, well, maybe he's doing that. I got to defend, like, I like that kid doing that sort of moment like that. And that first shot where he's wearing those like Malcolm X glasses, it's cool, man. Like I'm into people who have these kind of awakenings where they're making a terrible show for like a terrible network that's really filling people's minds with, terrible crap anyway, and then all of a sudden he wakes up and he becomes a fanatic. I'm into fanatics. Like I think it's more interesting than just standing up and getting another Teen Choice Award or something like that.
I wish we would have had video of him between the Malcolm X stage and then the Duck Dynasty stage
because there was an in-between stage. You could tell something happened there.
I am on board. I'm on board the idea that you're saying of like if he truly believes that it's we all pretty much I think I can speak for all of us when we think a show like that is crap.
Right.
So if he really believes that, there's some credit I want to give him.
It's cool, right? But anybody who really has like a strong belief like that, like you gotta give it up to that kid for standing up for something. I mean, even though I probably don't agree with whatever his politics or whatever it is, but like it's kind of cool that at least he stood up and said something. Like it's pretty punk in that whole thing.
Yeah. So are we being too glib about this Angus T. Jones?
No, you can have it.
I don't know. I find it pretty hilarious. Like, I mean, I definitely agree. I mean, you got to give it up to someone who can wake up on either side of a thing, like the people who come out of the Westboro Baptist Church. I mean, you want it to happen.
Right.
You want it to be a possibility.
Remember Kirk Cameron? It happened to Kirk Cameron.
Oh my God, like that is insane.
Well,
the guy thinks a banana fits in your hand, and that's how God exists.
Did you see that?
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a great Kirk Cameron banana video. We will link to it in the description. Is it just too easy though to shit on Hollywood and the lifestyle here and the message here? I've been here for a year, and I guess I probably had some of those preconceived notions of it's all these elitist, liberal, whatever. And I've pretty much only met really good people. But not only that, I don't get a sense that they're pushing any agenda other than they want to sell programming. I don't get a sense that there's like a real message or some unified thing going on behind the scenes. So is it just too easy to attack Hollywood like that?
I mean, look, that Two and a Half Men show had Charlie Sheen on it forever, who's an asshole, and who was not great to the women in his life, or was not, probably used a lot of drugs publicly. So like, I don't know, maybe the kid's got a point, which is
or
he had to stand.
Really great to the women.
Or he was.
Depends which way
and that was the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I agree with you that I don't think that this town proselytizes or pushes some message like that. But I still got like a little love for that kid when he stands up and grows his hair out and looks like a weirdo and stands up and does interviews and takes a hit on the chin for like believing in something, which I think in this I don't know, maybe in this town it's rare that somebody believes in something with that much conviction that they're willing to stand up against everything else. That's right. I'm just
why
gonna go
is
there.
it? Yeah, exactly. You're not. Yeah. Why is it that everyone that suddenly goes the religious route starts looking crazy? What's that? Why can't he have made the move, said, okay, I'm done with this thing. I'm going to keep that first Malcolm X look. Maybe even just get Warby Parker instead of that look. But you know what I mean? Like, why do then the hair? Why does that all come in one package?
It seems like once you jump to the crazy religious train, they like hand you a starter kit.
Yeah.
It's like, here's your beard, here's your crazy glasses.
They take away your conditioner and your shampoo.
Here's a script of the things you want to start out saying so that people pay attention.
Yeah.
And then probably fade off into obscurity.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw Real Time this week, but Bill Maher did a great thing on religion as usual, where he talked about, you've got these Orthodox Jews that in the middle of the summer are wearing wool hats. Mormons can't drink hot chocolate on a cold winter's day. And it's like, and now you got this kid who looked pretty normal, and now, I mean, he looks like a mountain man.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, he
difference,
looks
I
like the
suppose.
American Taliban, or the other version of it, I think.